Hello, I'm Bernard Hickey from interest.co.nz and welcome to 90 at 9, brought to you in association with Bank of New Zealand. This is your morning briefing where you get everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock, starting now with news that all hell has broken loose on financial markets overnight. The Dow closed down 512 points, 4.3%. There are growing fears of a recession in the United States, and there is frankly panic on European debt markets. The European Central Bank actually jumped in and started buying Italian and Spanish bonds, and it pumped all sorts of cash in to try and unfreeze money markets. However, it wasn't enough to quieten fears that Italy and Spain will need to be bailed out too. But there frankly isn't enough money in that bailout fund to do it. The New Zealand dollar fell to 83.5 US cents. It's down from 88.4 US cents on Monday. That's 5 cents in 5 days. People are withdrawing to safe havens and moving away from riskier currencies such as the New Zealand dollar and the Australian dollar, both of which are exposed to commodity prices. Obviously, slowing global economic growth would reduce commodity prices, and we saw the oil price fall more than 5% this morning. There is also talk of fresh QE3, a fresh round of money printing by the US Federal Reserve to try and spark the US economy back into life. But unfortunately, all that did was spark interventions, tit-for-tat money printing in Europe and in Japan. The Swiss National Bank intervened the night before last, and the Bank of Japan did it yesterday. Meanwhile, inside the last hour or so, we've seen slumps also in the Nasdaq and also in the Standard & Poor's 500. But what does this mean for the New Zealand economy? Well, if this rout on global markets turns into a slowing of global economic growth, that will slow our economy in time as well. If we see a tougher state of affairs on money markets, that will make it more expensive and difficult for our banks and for our government to roll over debt. But the key thing is slower growth and potentially interest rates being lower for longer. I'm Bernard Hickey. That was 90 at 9, brought to you in association with Bank of New Zealand.